Hey guys, Jeff Kando back here again for another weekly video. And this week I'd like to talk about dealing with difficult bosses or difficult people at the workplace and my 4 techniques to use that are incredibly powerful. So let's get started. So number one that I think is incredibly powerful in dealing with people that, aren't in the same state of mind as what we are, just take a deep breath. When someone's coming towards you with a potential problem or a challenge and they're kind of directing it right at you, or they might think that you're the cause, and maybe you are, who knows. All I would say is, if you can, just take a deep breath. Because what that does is it resets your mind for even the split second to be able to choose a response, as opposed to, how we can go to fight or flight really quickly. If we feel kind of attacked, we all kind of tighten up and we get ready for whatever's to come. But if you just take that breath, it's just kind of, okay, just stick with it. You're cool. You're okay. Hopefully it's just words. It's coming at you for that moment. And then choose a response. And sometimes maybe you don't even respond at that time. Sometimes you take a lot of breaths in and you'd be like, now's not a good time, because you may not be in the right frame of mind to respond properly. You want to respond with your best foot forward, hopefully. Now, I know this is a challenge. I know this might be a challenge to do. It is for a lot of us. We're not really taught this that much in the world right now, but it's starting to change. So let's move on to number two. The second one I would like to think is a good practice to be is ask yourself, is there anything true about what this person is saying to me right now? Is it anything that could add value? If it's in business, is there anything in that this person might be saying to me that I can improve my performance? Even though maybe 90% of it is just crazy BS, pardon the French, drama, you could say, that this person's coming at you with, maybe there's a 10% little line, little message, little nugget in there for you to be able to improve yourself in some way. So you're going to need to remain open-minded to kind of pick through the trash of that kind of sometimes intense moment and say, okay, yeah, I hear what they're trying to say to me here. That's cool. I hear you. And then if you can, a couple of deep breaths, let go of the rest, take what they said of value, take it in, and go forward. So that's number two. Number three, I'm going to say is, have you ever looked at either your boss or customer or an employee or a coworker that's been difficult to deal with, and have you ever asked yourself maybe what they might be going through that day? Have you ever asked yourself that, what have they experienced in their life up until this very moment? Maybe you have no idea all the stuff that they've had to overcome and let go and work through, or maybe working through right up until that moment. So even though they might be coming at you with a whole pile of stuff, most of it may not even be about you. You really don't know. Like, you don't know if they just found out that their spouse just got cancer, or maybe their child is sick, or in a bad accident, or maybe their dog just died. I don't know, maybe they just found out that they had cancer, or who knows, maybe they're an alcoholic and struggling to find their way and keep hold of the world that they've built for themselves, right? So you're able to step back and actually look at them as not just this evil boss or whatever is coming at you in that moment, or as a person with a problem that may not have the skills to be able to properly communicate it, to resolve it so you can move forward and still having respect for the other person. See what I'm saying? So, that's one thing to really remind yourself when you're dealing with anyone at all, not just in the work, right? But You know, if you're a career person, and most of us, you know, a lot of us in the world are spending a lot of time at our jobs. So why wouldn't you want to learn some new skills and thoughts to bring to the workplace, right? So let's move on to number 4. The fourth one is, if you've done the first 3, take deep breaths, you know, just not respond at an appropriate time to get resolution. You know, you've assessed to see if something what this person might be saying is of value so that you can improve your service or your skills. You've also looked at them as a person as opposed to just a title or a business associated. Because like, everyone might come off and say, oh, it's just business. Well, you know what? What's in every business? People are in every business. Every single business has people on one end or the other. So it can't be just business. That's not good enough. We're dealing with people on both ends, and sometimes they're bringing their stuff. So with all that said, if you've assessed those 3, you know, and you've applied these, and you still haven't gotten the results, maybe, you know, you've given it 6 months as a time frame to say, I'm going to step up to the plate and I'm going to bring the best of myself with these 3 things in mind when I'm dealing with anyone in the work arena. Number 4 is to allow yourself to say, this isn't working for me anymore. Okay? So what I would recommend is showing up the best of you for, give it a time frame, maybe give it a year, maybe give it even 2 max, I would say, because look, time's ticking, you know? And we don't really deserve to spend any time at all in places that we don't really want. But you need to assess first, has the best of you showing up? Because you can't really demand the best back unless you've given it from yourself first, right? How could you? So I believe when you do, I bet you people at work will start responding to you differently. And then if they haven't over the period of time, then you got your answer. And that answer could be, it's time to move forward. Not stay stuck in a place, in an environment that really isn't great for us. And it's not serving the highest version of ourselves to grow and be connected with it and feel passionate about it, to want to get up and go do it every day. So allow yourself that. Don't feel like you're a failure. Come to realize, you say, man, I love myself enough to say, this ain't working. I'm out. Make sure you love yourself enough first, too, to say, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm not just going to play the victim. I'm going to step up. I'm going to step up and show another higher version of myself. One with a more open mind, more focused, more compassionate to whatever might be going on, ready to add value on new levels. So if you can do that, you're solid. So there it is. That's my 4 powerful tips in dealing with the arena of work. I hope you like these tips. Feel free to comment and like below on the video. I'm starting a YouTube channel, so you can follow me on YouTube as well. It's Jeff Kando. And stay tuned next week for another video, because there will be one every week. And hope you stay tuned and you enjoy. Thanks so much. Jeff Kando, out.